It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I'm gonna stand here quite openly and say I'm very excited for today's beer. This is by Renegade Brewery and it's their Queensbury Jack IPA at 6.2% ABV. 440 milliliter can. Fantastic artwork on the can. Drink cold and fresh, it says on the can. We're brewing runaway beers for the renegades, misfits and adventurers. So there's a look at the can. So why am I excited? Why am I so excited for this beer? Well, we're in the middle of Oktoberfest. Right now, you might be watching this video in 6 months' time. If you are, then it's just the way it is, I suppose. But right now, as I'm reviewing this beer, it's Oktoberfest. And I've been drinking so many German lagers recently that I can't remember the last time I tried from an independent brewery an IPA. And I'm thinking to myself, I've got this glass out which I haven't used in, it seems like, a million years. So I might be quite excited actually to get into this. Little bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. It's not a Teku glass, is it? I've forgotten the glass name of the glass. It's not a Teku's the one with the spine, isn't it? And looks like a very posh wine glass. This is a proper IPA. I'm going to call it a proper IPA glass. Right, so beer pouring out, 6.2% ABV. If this is a kind of, which I suppose it is, being in a can, a New World style IPA, then I would say, at a guess, at a push, this is probably a West Coast. If I was judging this IPA in a judging, like a SIBA event or something, I'd be looking at this and going, well, the colour and the way the beer looks is definitely West Coast IPA. So why do I think West Coast IPA? Well, I just mentioned it, it's that amber colour. When the Americans decided to beef up and make the IPA fashionable again back in the late 1970s, early 1980s, they brewed it amber. It was always amber in colour. And it had a real big, bold bitterness to it. These days, American IPAs changed again. Now it's all about the New World stuff, the hazy, straw-coloured, soupy-looking IPAs. The beer market, the beer world changes from year to year, it really does. But yeah, this is looking, long story short, this is looking like a West Coast style IPA. Let's get the aroma then. I should be able to confirm it on the aroma. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. It's got me salivating. It's that lovely combination of darker malts clashing with the New World hops. And it often gives a jammy, mixed fruit jam crossed with grapefruit and orange peel. And it smells absolutely fantastic. It really does. It's like your grandma, I always use this saying, my grandma, she's bedbound now, love her. But she's, back in the day, she used to cook jam, and my grandfather. And I always remember when they cooked jam, you'd walk into their kitchen and they'd be stirring jam on the stove, and it would just smell, it would smell like this beer. Lovely. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, there it is. It's a licoricey, peppery, spicy bitterness on the back end. But yeah, you definitely get that kind of little bit of sweetness to begin with. That sweet, bready, almost kind of, dare I say it, that kind of American. It's almost like the Americans, when they produce IPA, they took a leaf out of the Belgian beer book. It's like they add an element of a Belgian candied sugar to their beers, and then they top it off with a massive kind of whack of bitterness on the back end. This doesn't have quite that smashing, whacking bitterness of a West Coast IPA. It looks like a West Coast IPA, it smells like a West Coast IPA, but it's kind of straddling the line between maybe wanting to be a New World, New England style IPA. Whereas does this make sense to you? They drop the bitterness. It's not as bitter as it perhaps should be. It's nicely carbonated. It's got that American IPA mouthfeel. It's almost kind of creamy and rich. Biscuity, malty, bready, nutty. Oh, there we go. There we go. Actually, the more I'm drinking this now, the more the bitterness is starting to appeal to me. It's starting to hit my palate a little bit more. It's not bad. I don't know, maybe I was talking about drinking all these German Oktoberfest beers and Pilsners and Helles Lagers and whatnot. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's my palate. Maybe I know what a West Coast IPA should taste like, but maybe because I'm out of practice a little bit. Yeah. For whatever reason, the first taste of the beer wasn't that bitter. The second taste and the third taste, that bitterness is striking actually. It's right on the back of the palate. Strange one that, but never mind. So the flavours of the beer are marmalade, orange marmalade with the rind in. There's some lovely licorice flavours coming through. It's bitter, it's spicy. There's grapefruit flavours coming through. If you're a fan, I would say if you're a fan of this kind of West Coast of America, San Diego style, California style IPAs, then this would be for you. This would definitely be for you. Right, Queensbury Jack isn't one to play it safe. So we've mixed it up with an IPA heap full of citrus, mango and passion fruit with a creamy toffee finish. Okay, there we go then. Yattenden Brewing Company Limited. The Old Dairy, Frilsham Farm, Yattenden. Let's rate it. Let us rate this then. 6.2% ABV is pretty decent. Pretty decent. I'm going to rate it. I like it enough to give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.